Live from Waller Stadium in beautiful Manhattan Beach, California, it's Mustang Football 2009. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Lee, alongside, as always, with Jeremy Sadowski. And we are here to bring you exciting Mustang football action here on a special night. It's homecoming. Of course, Jeremy, the Mustangs tonight start off their league season against the West Torrance Spartans. And Jeremy, of course, Mustangs looking pretty sharp in a lot of ways so far this preseason. What have you taken from the preseason games about this Mustangs team so far?
Well, Chris, this preseason has been a very challenging one for the Mustangs as they come into tonight's contest with a record of 3-2. As you are well aware of, Coach Morrow likes to schedule a very hard preseason to prepare for the Bay League action and, of course, the playoffs. And the Mustangs have had some really good wins so far this season. We had last week against Newport Harbor, Narbonne, and South Torrance. So this Mustang team, I think, is ready for Bay League action and hopefully playoff action after that.
Of course, the Mustangs captains this evening, number 72, Jordan Tavai, number 70, Andrew Brenner, number 11, Kyle DeMarco, and number 8, Mike Miller. Of course, Mustangs on offense have been led by a fairly balanced rushing attack. Of course, Morgan Reese, the number one rusher in the Mustangs backfield, 315 yards already here in the first 5 games for the Mustangs, 61 rushing attempts. Only number 2 man behind him is the quarterback, Kyle DeMarco, at 221 yards and 51 attempts. After that, it drops all the way down to 20 attempts by Kellen Lockwood. And then there's a good, solid balance of young Mustangs really starting to see some exciting action. Tajee Mobley involved in that, as well as Rico Wright finally making his way into the offensive scene last week. It'll be interesting to see Mustangs have a lot of weapons on offense, a lot of very diverse weapons on offense. So it'll be interesting to see what they do tonight here against West. Of course, Mustangs also feature a pretty solid passing attack led by Kyle DeMarco, right at the 50% clip. 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the season. Of course, his number 1 man, number 19, Kyle Nunn, 365 yards, just shy of 23 yards per catch average, and 5 touchdowns in the air. Kyle, a big-time weapon for the Mustangs. Of course, Mike Miller, the tight end, right in the middle of the mix as well. 14 receptions, averaging over 15 yards, which is really high for a tight end especially, and 3 touchdowns in the air. Let's see what the Mustangs do here on offense tonight as they face the West Torrance Spartans on homecoming 2009.
Yeah, Chris, with West Torrance coming in on homecoming, it reminds me of our battles against West Torrance back in the day. We went up against some very good West Torrance teams, one of which had John Walsh, who was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals at quarterback. And then we also had senior year Steve Sarkisian, the current Washington Huskies head coach, go up against us at quarterback. So this West Torrance team can be really good at times. It'll be interesting to see how this squad will fare against the Mustangs.
And there is the opening kick. That kick is high by West Torrance into the end zone. That will be a touchback. Mustangs will start off on offense here in the opening quarter. Mustangs, of course, in their home, green and gold. West in all white. Kyle DeMarco under center. 3 receiver formation starting off here for the Mustangs. Man in motion. That man is Kyle Nunn. DeMarco throws it to Nunn. Quick reception. Great way for the Mustangs to get Nunn in the offense right away. Of course, as I mentioned, Kyle, a big-time part of this Mustangs passing attack, the Kyle to Kyle connection, as we like to say here in the telecast. DeMarco to none. 75-yard is the longest reception for a touchdown for those two. Let's see what happens tonight. Meantime now, second down, Kellen Lockwood. Ooh, he is trapped behind the line of scrimmage. Played well by the West Torrance Warriors. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 situation for the Mustangs. 4 receiver set this time. Low snap. DeMarco takes it though. And that one's intercepted. Tackled out of bounds by DeMarco himself. But I think the trouble on that play all started with that low snap. West Torrance Warriors now starting off on offense after the turnover. In shotgun is number 10, Ronnie Clark. Clark drops back. He's got a little running back middle screen working. Gets to about the 7-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down situation, 2nd and short for the Warriors. Doubles receiver set to Clark's left. It's a handoff straight up the middle, and the Mustangs read it fairly well. That was number 22, Luke Chanowski, with the carry, and it gets just enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up a 1st and goal here for the Warriors. We're here in the opening quarter. West trying to get on the scoreboard, and they do not make it in. Nice play out there. Mustangs, Mike Miller involved on that one, really getting into the backfield, disrupting that play. Bringing up now a 2nd and goal from the 2. Clark on the handoff, and what a monster hit out there. 33, Calvin Lockwood. Good penetration and hammers the fullback, Dan Hegler. Loss of half a yard on the play. Kellen Lockwood, a stalwart player here for the Mustangs, had a little injury problem, came back last week, played very well, coming up with an interception late in the game. Comes up with the big play there. Meantime, West now straight off right tackle. Does not get in. Again, the Mustangs hold ground. Michael Daniels involved on that tackle for the Mustangs. It's 4th and goal now. From up the 1.5 yard line. West trying to rush to the line of scrimmage. It's a rush on the right-hand side, and that looks like that's in, but no! Motion penalty against the Warriors. Boy, talk about getting some gray hairs on that coaching staff over there. What looked like a Warrior touchdown instead is going 5 yards back. That penalty now is forcing the Warriors into a field goal attempt. There's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is high. The kick is straight. And the kick is good. West gets on the scoreboard first here in this opening quarter. 3-0. West Torrance Warriors with the lead.
Yeah, Chris, great job by the Mustang goal line defense. Like I said before, the Mustangs prepare with a very hard preseason. Like you remember in against the game against Narbonne, that was a key goal line stance at the end of the game to keep the Mustangs on top, and with the 5-point victory when Narbonne had 1st and goal at the 2-yard line with under a minute left. So this Mustang D is really good at the goal line.
And again, West kicks through the back of the end zone. Another touchback Mustangs. Mustangs' 2nd offensive possession. Let's see what they can do here. We're here in the opening quarter. West Torrance with a 3-0 lead on Maricosta Mustangs. Mustangs stay on the ground. They get maybe a yard on that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 situation. Shotgun formation for quarterback Kyle DeMarco. And it's a QB keeper. DeMarco straight up the middle gets 9 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short. That is really close. They may actually measure this one. Of course, as I mentioned, Kyle DeMarco, 2nd leading rusher on the Mustangs team this year. That was enough, in fact, for the first. DeMarco with the 4.3 yards per carry average. And this time, takes the snap, gets tripped up on one of his players, falls down. That will be a loss of about 6 for the Mustangs. Going to bring up a 2nd down now and 16. I formation for the Mustangs. Doubles right. DeMarco drops straight back. He's got a running back screen working on the left-hand side. That's J.R. Tavai. Nice catch. And gets out, finally tackled at about the 35. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 now for the Mustangs. 10-yard pass play gets the Mustangs into a very makeable 3rd down situation. DeMarco throws right, has a man, and that's incomplete. Adam Lawrence, the intended receiver, would have been enough for the 1st down had he caught it. Instead, the Mustangs will punt. There's the snap. Good high kick. West going to try to return it, and Mustangs read it well. Number 39 for the Mustangs. Of course, that's Nick Villasenor involved on that tackle. 1st and 10 now, Warriors. Clark in shotgun. Man in motion. There's the snap. It's a handoff. Little counter play gets to the 40-yard line. Good tackle out there by the Mustangs. Jackson Morrow and Rico Wright. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 situation now for West. West Torrance leads this contest 3-0 here in the 1st quarter. Mustangs in their home green and gold. West keeps it on the ground, and that will be close. It looks like the Mustangs stopped him just shy of the 1st, which would bring up a 3rd down and about half a yard. West now on 3rd down. Back in motion. And Mustangs read that play well. Don't let it go anywhere. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Great job, Jordan Tavai and Mike Miller, both involved on that play. 4th down and punting for the Warriors. West decides to go for it. It's a fake. They got a man wide open. Well-designed play and down finally at the 6-yard line. Big time play. Good reception by Kyle Slowey. On 4th down, the Warriors bring out the trick playbook, and it works. 1st and 10 now for the West Torrance Warriors. Clark under center sends a man in motion. High formation play straight up the middle, does not go anywhere. Number 44 for the Mustangs, J.R. Tavai, involved on that tackle. 2nd and 10 situation. Of course, J.R., one of the leading tacklers for the Mustangs, 20 tackles. and 2 sacks here so far in the first 5 games, as West will take a timeout on the field. 2nd down and 10 play coming up. 1:04 left to go here in the opening quarter. West Torrance leads this contest 3-0. Clark now lining up under center. And it's play action. He's rolling right. He's looking right. He's under pressure. He's scrambling, and he is finally brought down. Mike Miller, Miller time with the big time tackle. Of course, the Mustangs D had that one red. About 3 or 4 guys had a chance at the sack. Mike Miller finished it off. 3rd and extremely long now. 3rd and about 17. West will take another timeout. First fans, again, it is homecoming night 2009 here at Maricosta. Stay tuned for a special halftime show. Shotgun formation, Clark under pressure again. Somehow gets away. He's still scrambling, he throws, and incomplete. Great job by the Mustangs D. Really gave Clark nothing open downfield, and at the same time made him scramble just to save his life. 4th down and punting for West. Actually, they're lined up for the field goal. It's going to be a 49-yard attempt. And timeout on the field. Ooh, unfortunately, encroachment against the Mustangs. That one's going to hurt. That will move the ball up to the 28-yard line. Still 4th down, however. But now it's a 45-yard attempt. There's the snap. There's the hold. The kick is up. The kick is high, but is not long enough. Wide left as well, and that will end the first quarter. And the Mustangs trail this contest 0-3 to the West Torrance Warriors. One of the rare times Mustangs have not gotten on the scoreboard there in the opening quarter. Let's see if they can turn things around here in the second. Of course, Mustangs starting off here, 1st and 10. Kyle DeMarco with the QB keeper. Gets about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Mustangs. DeMarco under center. Takes a snap. It's a handoff. That's Rico Wright. Trying to turn that corner. A couple nice stiff arms. Ooh, nifty move. And finally brought down at the 46. What a great run by Rico Wright.
Yeah, Chris, Rico made all the right moves on that run.
High formation now, 1st and 10 Mustangs. And in motion, it's a handoff. Again, Rico Wright. A couple nice spin moves. Leans his way forward for about a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. DeMarco under center, I formation. None in motion. And it's a handoff. That time it's number 6 for the Mustangs, Morgan Reese with the carry. Again, Mustangs good depth at the running back position. Meantime, it's now 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs. 4 receiver formation. DeMarco in shotgun. It's play action. He looks right. He throws right. It's complete. Oh, I think he got it. Mike Miller with the reception. Pounds his way forward and leaps literally for the Mustangs first. 1st and 10, Maricosta. Good effort by Mike Miller. Ty Miller. DeMarco under center. Changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Goes to the air, throws left, and completes left. That's Kyle Nunn. Mustangs get about 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun. 3 receivers set. DeMarco's rolling right. He stops, he plants, he gets hit as he throws. And incomplete, intended for Kyle Nunn. But boy, was DeMarco lit up just as he was trying to step into the throw, forcing the incompletion. 3rd and 8. Draw play straight up the middle. A lot of space. It's Morgan Reese. Can he get in? Oh, they're going to spot him just outside, but what a great run by Morgan Reese. Morgan using his speed to burst through that middle of the hole there. And from then on out, it was straight power as he almost pounded his way into the end zone. 1st and goal Mustangs now. 3-back formation. Doesn't matter. Is Kyle DeMarco for the Mustangs. Score on the QB keeper. Great job by DeMarco to follow his blockers and get into the end zone. Mustangs get on the scoreboard here early in the 2nd quarter. Alex the Roach Narocha now set up for the point after attempt. The kick is up, kick is high, the kick is straight, and the kick is good. Mustangs lead this contest 7-3.
Yeah, Chris, on that quarterback sneak by DeMarco, it appeared that Kyle got Tavite on that one because J.R. Tavite came blasting right up the middle and pushed him right in, a la Reggie Bush and the famous Bush push.
Leading now 7-3 here in the 2nd quarter. The kick is high, it's straight, and it bounces out of the back of the end zone. Touchback. Maricosta. West Torrance will take over at the 20-yard line. West Torrance, man in motion. Clark drops back. He's got nowhere to go. And he throws it away. Great coverage out there by the Mustang secondary. Clark had time but could not find anyone open. 2nd and 10 now, West. Clark in shotgun. Takes the snap. Fakes right. Still trying to find a place to go. Dumps it to his back in the flat. And nice job by the Mustangs. They converge quickly. Adam Lawrence, Kyle Nunn, J.R. Tavai involved on that play. There was a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is from the officials. And they are waving this one off. Third and long for West. 3rd and 8. Clark in shotgun. Takes the snap. He looks right, throws right, completes to his running back, and Boy, about the same results as the last play. Again, the Mustangs read it well. Adam Lawrence and this time Mike Miller out there. They get the tackle. It's a 4th down West. West set up for the punt. Again, we're here in the second quarter. Mustangs lead 7-0. The kick is high and taken by Kyle Nunn. Makes a couple nice moves. He's under pressure now. He spins out of it. He's still on his feet. Makes a nice cut, couple nice blocks, and he gets it for the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Kyle Nunn with the score.
Yeah, Chris, let's take another look at that incredible run back by Kyle Nunn as he got some great blocks and some nifty running and made it all the way into the end zone. Here's the kick, and we see Kyle take the ball on the bounce. He gets a nice block here by J.R. Oshima and Dion Morris to start it off. Makes a nice little move, spins through, gets a good block there by Adam Lawrence, spins through 3 tackles here. And then you have Mitchell Reddy taking out 2 guys to spring him. But that's not all, as you see Nunn with his speed, and then Dion Morris comes up and gets the final block, which springs Nunn for the touchdown. Again, great job blocking and great job by Kyle Nunn running that one all the way back from the Mustang score.
That now makes the score of this contest 13-3. Alex the Roach Narocha with the kick. The point after attempt is up. It's high. It's straight, and it is good. 14-3. Now the score. Mustangs jump with a nice, comfortable lead here in the second quarter. As we see homecoming preparations slowly beginning. Mustangs now starting to show that glimpse of brilliance on offense we've been seeing all season long so far. Alex Narocha set for the kickoff. Mustangs lead 14-3 now here in the second quarter. And there is the kick. It's bounced and taken at the 6. West Torrance tries to return and does not get much of anywhere. They only get out to the 16-yard line. Great job. Adam Lawrence again involved in that play. Adam really starting to step up on defense for the Mustangs. Shotgun formation, Clark takes the snap, and it's a handoff. And that is read beautifully by the Mustangs. Of course, number 85, Marcus Probosco, the senior, involved on that tackle. Second down and 7. Clark rolling right. He's looking. He's under pressure now. Tries to dump it off and instead throws it away. Good downfield coverage by Rico Wright. Nothing open at all for Clark. It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation now. 3rd and 7 for the Warriors. Clark and shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes right, throws left, and tackled immediately by the Mustangs D. That was number 3, Jackson Morrow. Jackson's been making great plays for that Mustangs D all season long. really coming up with a lot of big hits and timely tackles. That being one right there, as that will force a 4th down punting situation for the Warriors. West set for the punt. And it looks like a delay of game penalty against the Warriors. West now set for the punt after the 5-yard penalty. Good snap. Mustangs set up again for the return on this one. That one bounces, and it looks like West will down it at the 45-yard line. Mustangs will have a chance here with great field position to put one last score on the board before halftime. 3-receiver formation. Jackson Morrow in motion. DeMarco decides to keep it himself and fights his way forward, dragging players along. Gets about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. DeMarco, high formation. Play action. Looks middle. He throws middle, and oh, that is incomplete. Mike Miller has the intended target. Good coverage out there by Kyle Slowey. 3rd and 6 now for the Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun. Takes the snap. He plants, he throws, he's throwing deep, and incomplete. Looking for his favorite connection out there, Kyle Nunn. However, that will force a 4th down punting situation here for the Mustangs. Brendan Sofin with the punt. Good punt. Looks like this one could take a Mustangs bounce. Oh! Lockwood saved it. Oh, what an amazing play. Kellen Lockwood, that one's down at the 2-yard line. Great punt by Brendan Sofin, the 5'10 junior. West Torrance now starts off 1st and 10, deep into their backfield. Good job, Mustangs D. J.R. Tavai involved on that play, as well as number 33, Kellen Lockwood, and number 3, Jackson Morrow. 3-yard gain, bringing up a 2nd and 7 for the Warriors. Timeout on the field. It'll be interesting to see 2:27 left if West decides to get aggressive and see if they can put on a drive, or if they just try to take as much clock off as possible. This play will determine that right there. They keep it on the ground. They're just trying to run out the clock here. Mustangs D all over that one. That was a nice combination by Jake Jomini and Marcus Probosco for the Mustangs. Timeout on the field. Maricosta. Looks like Costa may get a chance to take one more shot at the end zone before halftime. Third down now for the Warriors. Man in motion. Clark under center. It's a handoff. And again, the Mustangs D comes up big. It will be plenty short. 4th down and 5 for the Warriors. Jordan Tavai and J.R. Tavai both involved in that one. The West Torrance Warriors got Tavai. 2:15 left to go. Mustangs will have an opportunity here to add to this lead. Of course, the ever dangerous number 19, Kyle Nunn, as well as number 2, Rico Wright, equally dangerous. And that one's a low punt. Hits the foot of Rico Wright, and that is recovered by West. West will come out back on offense. Big turnover by the Mustangs. 1st and 10 Warriors. Of course, a low kick would have been a difficult play for Rico. Almost needed to scoop that one up like a shortstop, or just get the heck away from it. West gets about 3 on their first carry, 2nd down and 7. Clark in shotgun for the Warriors. He looks right, he throws right, and that is complete. Right on the sideline. Good coverage out there by number 2, Rico Wright. But Kyle Slowey, who's having a nice game for the Warriors so far, comes up with a nice sideline reception. 1st and 10 West. Slowey in motion for a receiver set. And that time, that one is just dumped right in the middle of the field by Clark. Catch is good, however, play was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 now for West. And that will do it for the first half. Mustangs will go into halftime leading this contest 14-3. Fans, stay tuned. We have an exciting halftime show coming up. It's Homecoming 2009.
Lauren is escorted by her father, Jim Wilbaugh. Sophia is escorted by her father.
Costa High School's 2009 Homecoming Ceremony. Tonight you will be introduced to 12 young ladies and gentlemen who have been nominated to 4 years of service, hard work, and leadership to their school as well as their community. Each prince and princess has played an important role in various sports, clubs, and other organizations during his or her career here at Costa. On behalf of the student body, we would like to thank all of you for joining us in this special occasion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2009 Homecoming Court.
He's a member of Friendship Circle, a secretary-treasurer of Club 2010, and is a 4-year member of the Maricosta Girls Soccer Program. He's a 3-year varsity.
Mother Charmaine and Uncle Wayne was nominated by Club Team LA. Brett is the
We have Princess Molly First and Prince Chijioke Arnotu. Princess Molly First, escorted by her mother Pauline and her Stone Club. And
Others, Gigi, escorted by his mother Veronica Miranda and father Mamdi, was
She has played club soccer, AYSO, and at the plays varsity soccer.
Is nominated by La Vista. He has been the opinion editor of La Vista for 2 years. John is also one of the founding members of the Young Republicans Club, where he currently serves the gentlemen Shannon French and John Burke.
Kim Isley, escorted by her mother Betty and sister Casey.
Choir, which he has been an active member in for 2 years. Sean has also been a part of a vocal ensemble for 2 years, participating in the concert choir.
Father Leonard was nominated for Homecoming by Student Government.
He is a highly involved Maricosta drama program and has appeared in many school shows. Recognition Program Scholar, Maricosta's 2009 Ambassador to Boys State, and recipient of the NCTE Award for Superior.
Mark was nominated by the Cooking Club. Chelsea is a 4-year starter on the girls' varsity soccer team, and it was on the cross-country team for 2 years.
Choir department. He has been a member of vocal ensemble for 2 years and has also been a part of the drama department here at Maricosta for 4 years.
We would like to congratulate the entire court for their nominations, dedication, and hard work for this school community.
The homecoming dance will be tomorrow night at our Fisher Gym, beginning at 7:30. We hope to see you guys there. Thanks for joining us here at the Walker Stadium. Hope you enjoyed the 2009 homecoming show. Thanks.
And welcome back as the players take the field. Of course, as always, another beautiful homecoming ceremony. Of course, the big homecoming dance tomorrow night. Hope you kids have a good time at it. Meantime, Mustangs back on the field. They lead this contest 14-3. Really starting to show that click on offense in that second quarter that we've been growing accustomed to all season long. Again, good balanced attack on the ground and in the air. Primarily on the ground, led by Rico Wright, who had a big run on the right-hand side. And, of course, the big run by number 6, Morgan Reese, a big burst right up the middle. Led to a Mustangs touchdown by number 11, Kyle DeMarco. So, Jeremy, what do you think of that first half for the Mustangs?
Well, Chris, great job by the Mustangs to come back from that early 3-0 deficit as the lights take full effect here. Reminds me back to our homecoming days when we played, the lights actually went out during an extra point attempt when we scored a touchdown, and it took about 5 or 10 minutes for that lights to come on and take effect as we see the Mustangs ready for the kickoff.
Alex Narocha with the kick. Taken by one of the return man for West. Couple nice blocks. Still on his feet and finally brought down. Nice tackle out there by number 45, Connor Vartany. West Torrance will start off 1st and 10. After a penalty against the Mustangs, that will march West all the way up. A face mask penalty To be specific, that will march them all the way up to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. West trailing by 11 points here. Certainly happy to get a face mask like that. And meantime, that one is caught. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a QB keeper out there. That was number 10, quarterback Clark. Little pump fake, decided to keep it himself, trying to pull a Kyle DeMarco out there. Worked enough for a 5-yard gain. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 for West here in the 3rd quarter. There's a handoff. And Mustang secondary comes up with that tackle. Adam Lawrence involved, as well as a hurt Mustang on the play. Look, Jackson Morrow, of course, the second half of that tackle, a little bit of a stinger there, looks like, is up and hopefully is fine. Now 1st and 10, and that one goes nowhere. Jordan Tavai as well as Jake Gelmini combined for that tackle. 2nd down situation here for West. Shotgun formation for Clark. High snap taken nicely by Clark. He rolls right, throws right, and completes to his running back out of the backfield. But good tackle, Adam Lawrence. Really standing up the back for the Warriors, forcing them out of bounds. Nice tackle, Adam. 3rd down and 9 for West. Shotgun formation, play action. Clark throws left and completes left. However, Jordan Tavai, as well as number 5, Dante Beavis, combined for the tackle, forcing a 4th down situation for the Warriors. There's the snap. Punt almost blocked. It's high and bounces out of bounds just about the 10-yard line. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. They're going to spot that one up to 12. Mustangs lead 14-3 here in the 2nd quarter. DeMarco under center. It's a handoff. And the Mustangs, after keeping it on the ground, get a couple yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and long for the Mustangs. Handoff again for the Mustangs. Uh-oh, that one may be loose. And no, they're calling him down by contact. That was Morgan Reese with the carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation for the Mustangs. And there's a handoff. Rico Wright tries the left-hand side. Brought down at about the 27-yard line. And that does appear to be enough for a Mustangs first and 10. DeMarco lining up under center, man in motion. Jackson Morrow back on the field. Good to see him back out there. Meantime, it's to Morgan Reese. Morgan with another nice carry. Good job to follow his blockers. Chad Jensen, number 77, leading the way for Morgan. Gets the 1st down, 1st and 10 Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun, hands off to Reese again. I'm sorry, that time that was Rico Wright with the carry. Rico gets about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Mustangs lead this contest 14-3 here in the second quarter. DeMarco on the draw play. And another nifty carry out there. That time again, Morgan Reese. Between Morgan and Rico Wright, Mustangs have two very athletic speed backs who can also lay a little bit of a lick out there, as Morgan certainly did exactly that on that play, getting another Mustangs first down. Shotgun for DeMarco. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and is forced out of bounds. Right about the line of scrimmage. Gets a couple on the play after the spot, and it's 2nd and 7 now for the Mustangs. And this one's a handoff to Lockwood. Pounds his way forward, gets to just about the 40-yard line exactly. Nice run out there by Lockwood. Of course, Lockwood really sort of a fullback for the Mustangs in terms of size and speed, but also talented enough to play the tailback position. Very versatile back. And this time it's Rico Wright on the option left. And Rico still on his feet and gets another Mustangs first down. Rico using his niftiness out there to really work his way forward. Pop goes the weasel at it and got the Mustangs first. High formation, doubles right for DeMarco. He's rolling right. He stops, throws left now. J.R. Tavai on the screen play. Ooh, a couple nice blocks. Works his way down. Oh, he may be in for the touchdown. I did see a flag come. And the reaction by the officials indicates to me that there may be a penalty back here on the Mustangs. Nick Kazmata, number 74 for the Mustangs, the senior lineman, with a good block on the play. Let's see what the call is, though. It's holding against the Mustangs. That one will come back. Mustangs now on 1st and 15. Marco to the area. It's complete to Jackson Morrow. He works his way forward, brought down just about the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 9 for the Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun. He's rolling right. He stops, plants middle. Now he's rolling left. He looks and throws, and just incomplete. Trying to hit Jackson Morrow on the crossing pattern, but that one does not happen. 3rd and 9 now for the Mustangs. And there's a flag on the play. This one may be against the Mustangs. In fact, it is. 3rd down now and 14 for the Mustangs. DeMarco in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's QB keeper, and did not fool Wes Torrance on that one. Mustangs hoping the 3rd and 14 situation might have opened up a little running room for DeMarco, but it did not come to pass. Meantime, Mustangs now on 4th down, forced to punt. Nice job out there by Sofin. Low snap, able to dig it up and still get a decent punt out there. West will take over, however, 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. And a little exuberance here. It is homecoming after all. West now, Clark on the scramble. Good pressure by the Mustangs. D forces an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for West. And that one's loose. And that one's recovered by the Mustangs. Number 3, Jackson Morrow. Bad exchange between the center and quarterback Clark for the Warriors. Mustangs take advantage. Jackson Morrow right there as he was on the blitz. They get the turnover. Mustangs take over 1st and 10. 3-back formation. Mustangs keep it on the ground. That was number 6, Morgan Reese, with the carry. Got about 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Mustangs keep it on the ground again. That one may be enough for a first. Let's double check the spot. Again, Morgan Reese with the carry. Morgan having an excellent game so far. Just shy of the first. 3rd down and short. And this time it's Reese again. Spinning, may have enough. Waiting for the official word by the officials. Looking at this closely, and it is a Mustang 1st down, 1st and goal. Mustangs on 1st and goal. It's a run straight up the middle. Second down and goal coming up. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. And it is Morgan Reese, and he is in for a touchdown. Great blocking up front. Nick Kazmata, as well as number 70, Andrew Brenner, really created a nice hole in the middle of that Mustangs line for a touchdown.
Yeah, Chris, great job by that Mustang line blocking all night as the Mustang running attack is really starting to roll now here against the West Torrance Warriors as the Mustangs take a 21-3 lead, and also great blocking on the special teams as we had that long return by Kyle Nunn.
Alex the Roach Narocha, after the successful point after attempt, gets a good kick through the back of the end zone. Touchback for West, as the Mustangs now lead this contest 21-3 here in the 3rd quarter. One more good defensive stop by the Mustangs and a little time off the clock, and that could just about end this game as we see number 44 for the Mustangs, J.R. Tavai, with a big-time tackle for a loss, as he's been doing all season long for the Mustangs. Clark on the, that one's intercepted. Clark had a man open in the middle, but the ball was fumbled. Josh Giardini, the receiver for West, kept bobbling that one. Meantime, that was intercepted by Adam Lawrence.
Yeah, Chris, it appears that Adam Lawrence has been watching Dante Beavis as he takes this tip right out of the air, a la Beavis, who's done it twice this season, for a great interception and putting the Mustangs in great field position to hopefully ice this game and start off Bay League action with a win.
So with 9.6 seconds left to go in this third quarter, the Mustangs had one more big play here in the third, but the interception, that one's incomplete. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Man in motion. It's a drop play. Stopped nicely by West, but that should just about end this quarter here. In fact, it will. That's the end of the third quarter. Mustangs lead this contest 21-3. And we are set for the fourth and final quarter. Mustangs with a commanding 21-3 lead. Let's see if they can finish this one off. Third and 10 situation here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Chris, the Mustangs have been running all over West Torrance, including some streakers in the third quarter.
And the Mustangs open on a little play action pass. Complete to number 19, Kyle Nunn. However, just shy of the first. 4th down and 4. Mustangs going for the field goal. 37-yard attempt, and it's up, it's high, but not straight enough, just wide right. Alex Narocha, who of course has made some amazing field goals for the Mustangs this season, attempts of 47, 48, and 50 yards, falls just wide on that one. Score remains 21-3 as West starts off with a 4-yard running play. Call it 2nd down. I'm going to call it 2nd and 7, actually. West keeps it on the ground again. Luke Trudanowski with the carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 for the Warriors. They keep it on the ground again. Again, it's Trudanowski, but this time the Mustangs read it fairly well. Rather generous spot out there. And that generous spot will be enough to get the Warriors a 1st down, 1st and 10. Oh, Clark under pressure. He's being chased and is brought down by Mike Miller. Time Miller. Mustangs had the pressure on. Mike Miller would not give up and gets the sack. Second down and long situation now. Oh, high snap taken by Clark nicely. However, the Mustangs are there quickly and get the tackle for the loss. J.R. Tavai not fooled at all on the play. 3rd and long coming up. Don't forget, fans, stay tuned toward the end of the game to get the Bay League updated scoreboard. As the scores come into us, we'll relay them to you. Of course, opening night for both squads here on the Bay League schedule. Third and 16 West, complete to the back, out of the backfield, but oh, the Mustangs not fooled at all. Adam Lawrence with a big-time tackle. great job by Adam to really fight off the block of the wide receiver, keep his position, and drive the back backwards, getting the big tackle. 4th down punt now. It's high and down at the 38-yard line. Kyle Nunn considered taking that one after such a high bounce, but elected not to, wisely for the Mustangs, as they'll take over now. 1st and 10 with the chance to ice this contest. Mustangs start off on the ground. Number 6, Morgan Reese with the carry, gets about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs, who lead this contest 21-3. Man in motion for the Mustangs. DeMarco with the handoff. And this time the Mustangs get about 2 on the play. Again, Morgan Reese with the carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Mustangs. Third and a long 2. DeMarco in shotgun. Takes a snap, follows his blockers, gets a stiff arm, and is still going. Another stiff arm, and knocked out just out of bounds just before the pylon. But what a run by DeMarco. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. But either way, a brilliant run out there by Kyle DeMarco. Unfortunately, that one is coming back. The penalty was against the Mustangs. First and 20 now. DeMarco on play action. He's looking deep. He's got a man deep, and it is a touchdown. Mustangs caught a Kyle connection. See another flag on the play. Let's see if this one stands. But boy, what a brilliant pass by Kyle DeMarco, and another great catch by Kyle Nunn. Looks like this one is again against the Mustangs. Back-to-back huge plays taken away by penalties by Maricosta. Let's get the official call here. And delay of game against the Mustangs. First and 15. Repeat of 1st down. Mustangs keep it on the ground again, and again get another big play. Morgan Reese with the carry after having 2 huge plays taken away by penalties. Mustangs turn around, get a big play, and now it's a penalty against the Warriors. First and goal now, Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 6. Run straight up the middle. That's Morgan Reese with the carry. 2nd and goal from the 4 now. Three-back formation for the Mustangs. DeMarco under center. He hands off to Reese, who works his way and gets in for the Mustangs score. Another brilliant touchdown run by number 6, Morgan Reese. Mustangs line up for the point after attempt. There's the snap, there's the kick. It's high, it's straight, and it is good. Alex Narocha with the point after attempt. That will make the score of this contest 28-3, Mustangs with the lead. As mentioned, that one should just about do it for this game.
Yeah, Chris, as we're seeing why the Mustangs went undefeated in league last year, as they're dominating West Torrance here 28-3 after trailing 3-0 after 1.
And one of the best parts of that drive is not only did it add another 7 to the scoreboard, more importantly, it took a lot of time off the scoreboard. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in this contest. At this point, it's no longer if the Mustangs will win this contest, but how much longer till they win it. West keeps it on the ground. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now. Man in motion, handoff, straight up the middle, and that is a tackle out there by the Mustangs D. 7-yard gain, going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for West. And it's a handoff again. West number 25, Ricky Sato with the carry, and gets just enough for a West Torrance 1st down.
Yeah, Chris, as we start to look ahead towards next week, we're going to face Palos Verdes and a legendary Mustang as head coach of Palos Verdes, Guy Gardner, who was quarterback of the Mustangs in the early 80s and also quarterbacks coach when we played in the late 80s.
Certainly very instrumental to the high school career of quarterback Jeff Diusa, leader of the Mustangs' first ever playoff victory back in our senior year. Former head coach Larry Petrol, of course, the man who built the weight room here on campus. Beautiful facility, Jeremy. You and I were a part of that squad that really got the chance to break it in. West Torrance, meantime, seems pretty content with throwing in the white flag here, as they've been pretty much keeping this one on the ground. Even that play, that one does work for about 15, but that was the 2-yard pass to begin with.
Like you were mentioning, Coach Petrol, former USC Trojan, always emphasized to us a great football program always begins in the weight room. And that's why he fought tooth and nail to get that weight room built right in front of the Costa Field so you could see where you will be fighting it out on Friday nights.
Of course, before Larry Petrol fought to get that weight room built, we used to have to go up to the small, what's now a classroom, above the coaches' offices in the gymnasium on campus. Very small room it was. And that will finish this contest. The Mustangs win 28-3, start off 1-0 in Bay League. What a great victory and a great way for the Mustangs to start this Bay League season. Of course, great performance by the Mustangs offensively and even more impressively defensively as we get some of the Bay League scores coming in. Lusinger with the victory, 35-28 over Palos Verdes. Peninsula losing to Redondo, 35-17 at Redondo. And of course, some of the big matchups next week, you can expect Palos Verdes at 0-1 against these 1-0 Mustangs to be a hard-fought battle. And Lusinger will take on Peninsula at Peninsula. And Redondo will take on these West Torrance Warriors in West Torrance.
Yeah, Chris, again, I'm looking forward to that matchup against Palos Verdes and seeing an old friend, Guy Gardner, and seeing if this Mustang team can teach him a lesson.
And with that, congratulations to the Mustangs family. Great victory, great way to start this Bay League season. Mustangs win this contest 28-3. Fans, for Jeremy Sadowski, I'm Chris Lee signing out on what was a special homecoming 2009 victory by the Mustangs. We'll see you next week.